Morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 229. Please subscribe. We are in part 2 of the workbook, completing the first relevant thought section, which is what is forgiveness. And remember, we practice in the morning and the evening and hourly to remember what is forgiveness and the daily lesson. The daily lesson today is love which created me is what I am. And you may say, well, how is forgiveness blended into that, our relevant thought? But it'll come through it as we go further into this. So I seek my own identity. As we've had so many times, we've talked about, this existential crisis. Who am I? Who am I? What am I? And the course, even from the very beginning of lesson 40, was that, I am blessed as a son of God. That theme continued. It's continuing now. We need to recognize and realize truly, who are we? Who are we? We are not these separate entities, these bodies that we made up. We are something so much more lofty and true and heavenly than what we thought we were. We also had lesson 191, that I am the Holy Son of God Himself. Today, we are having a homecoming kind of lesson, as we did the other day as well, which I referred to the prodigal son, the prodigal child coming home. And today is about coming home. I seek my own identity, big I, and find it in these words. Love which created me is what I am. God is love. Love created us. God created us. I am as God created me. And again, a theme, a message over and over and over again. But sometimes it takes a lot for us to understand and to really believe it. And that's it. We need to believe that in truth, I am as God created me. We need to believe that love that created me, that's what I am, not what I thought I made. Now need I seek no more. Love has prevailed, because God always will prevail. Love always wins, even when it doesn't feel like it's going to. Love always wins, and we need to hold on to that thought. So still, it waited for my coming home. God has waited for my coming home in stillness, without chaos, without worry, without any kind of temper tantrum. Stillness has waited for my coming home. Love has waited for my coming home, that I will turn away no longer from the holy face of Christ. And the holy face of Christ is my face. That I am the Holy Son of God Himself. I am blessed as a son of God. Christ is my elder brother. I will no longer turn away from looking at my brother and realizing that is me. We are one. There's no separation in us. So I will no longer turn away from looking at my brother and knowing that that too is me as well. And what I look upon attests the truth of the identity I sought to lose. And in the introduction, the special thought about forgiveness, it talks about that we tried to make a will separate from God's. We tried to we tried to make an identity, that would be with a little I, that was different, but that we thought was the truth of who we are. We tried to do all of that, and we have come to realize that that wasn't real. That was all illusion. And we are grateful to find out that none of it is real, and that we have never been apart from the love that created us. So I look upon and what I look upon attests the truth of the identity I sought to lose, but which my Father has kept safe for me. My Father, my Creator, my source, my celestial parent, has kept my identity for me, knowing that this is the truth, and you will come to understand it. You will come to accept your identity. As my child, you are coming to this. It seems as though it's taking a long time, but in eternity there is no time. So it is much sooner than we think. And remember that we are as close to our Father as our next breath. And He is there waiting for us, for our homecoming, for our understanding, for our realization that indeed we are the Holy Son of God Himself. The second part of the lesson for today is in italics. It is a prayer. It even says Amen at the end. Father, my thanks to you for what I am, for keeping my identity untouched and sinless in the midst of all the thoughts of sin my foolish mind made up. I am very grateful to you, Father, that even in my own insanity, you saw the truth in me, and you kept my identity, my truth, who I really am, pristine for me. You held it in your hand, again, waiting for me to turn to you and say, I'm ready now. Yes, I'm ready now. And I am thanks to you for saving me from all of my foolish thoughts. From them is what the lesson says. And then it says, Amen. I love in the lessons when it's very casual and it says, thanks to you, Father, thanks to you, because it attests to the true relationship between father and child, between parent and child, that it is casual, it is familiar, and we can speak like that to those who are our own. They're our own. Our Father is our own. So, and we are His. So I can easily simply say, thanks. Thanks, Father. I am grateful. I am very grateful. You are here for me. You have always been here for me. You never turned away from me, and you have saved my truth for me, knowing that one day I would be ready to accept it. So that's it for today. But I want to make another announcement. Yesterday the cast was off. I want to remind, and I'm probably going to do it frequently, that this is now available on my website, janetweissman.com. It is Wisdom with a Twist. It is little sayings, little affirmations. I call them Janetisms, things that will help to set or reset your day, things that will hopefully, some of them bring a smile to you, and some of them will give you food for thought. I'm working on having it as an e-publication on Amazon. I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please pray. It's $5 shipping, but it's only for within the United States. If you're outside of the U.S., we got to talk. Like, share, subscribe, comment, pray. Please be here tomorrow as we complete this first section in part 2 of the workbook. Namaste.